is indeed a glorious Easter day. My name is Rick Gurnon. I am the president of the Massachusetts Maritime Academy. This institution has been in operation for 118 years, and I cannot imagine that there is a day in our history that we are more proud of our graduates than today. We are truly, truly pleased that this drama has ended with the safe return of Captain Phillips. In my mind, his actions showed unbelievable courage and professionalism. He was the Good Shepherd. He willingly exchanged his life for the lives of his flock, his crew. In doing that, he was able to stack the cards in his favor and ultimately resulted in his safe return. We are truly thankful that it has turned out this way. I wish that it wasn't quite such a dramatic ending, but I'm glad that he has been returned safely. For all of this, we've got to remember that while this is a great day for Massachusetts Maritime Academy, for all of our alumni, and certainly for all mariners around the world, we still have more than 200 men and women held hostage in Somalia. We should not let the spotlights, the TV cameras, the focus of the world be removed from that problem. The pirates have a great business model that works for them. Seize ships, get ransom, make millions. As an international community, we have got to stop that. It will certainly take hard work and money and focus, but we've got to stop it, or we begin to risk lives in areas of the world that are vital for all of our national security. It's not that hard. We can do it. We just got to stay focused. Don't forget the other 200 mariners and all of their families who are anxiously awaiting their return this very day. And I'm happy to take questions.
What kind of any celebration might you plan for Richard Phillips and members of the crew?
Well, we're already planning that, Susan. We were planning it on Wednesday when we heard they were taken because we knew it was going to end positively. National Maritime Day is coming up in May, and we hope that they're going to be able to be here to help us celebrate that. The first thing that's on all of their minds is being reunited with their families. After that, we'll have a public celebration, and we'll certainly have our two graduates, Shane Murphy and Captain Richard Phillips, back here on this campus, and we'll let you all know.
Admiral, how do you size up the Navy's operation in this rescue?
Well, I've only heard it through CNN as to what happened, so I'd reserve comment as to the actual tactics and details. But I knew that the Navy was not going to let them be reinforced by other pirates. I knew that they were not going to let Captain Phillips get into Somalia itself, and I knew that he would be returned safely eventually. I'm just surprised at the drama that did take place, if it went down the way it's been described.
How do you know?
Well, I heard it on CNN.
No, I mean, why are you so sure that it wouldn't come to that?
Well, I was sure that Captain Phillips was going to be returned because the pirates had no cards to play. They were adrift in the Indian Ocean in a small lifeboat 100 miles or more out to sea. They were eventually going to become exhausted. So I was confident that Phillips had maneuvered them into a position where they could not win, and it was only a matter of time before they realized that.
Given that you know him personally, what were you thinking about him the last several days? What must be going through his mind? What he must be dealing with?
Actually, I knew Richard when he was here. I was a company officer. He was a student, and I've met him a number of times in the intervening years. I actually was more concerned for his family. I was pretty sure he would be okay, that as a captain at sea in a lifeboat, he was in an environment that he was comfortable with, even if he was sharing it with 4 armed Somali pirates, but he's got 350 Americans right nearby. I was more worried for his family. They have been going through hell since Wednesday, and this is truly a joyous day for them.
Can you tell us how he's doing right
I don't know anything other than what I've seen on TV. I do know that his family was advised hours ago that he was safe, and when that happened, we began to blow the whistle on the ship and ring the bell here in celebration. Aaron?
Have you talked to any of his family recently?
I have not. We did call his wife about midweek and express our concern and made sure that she knew that everybody here was saying prayers for her. But they needed space and time, and we gave it to them.
How does this incident change your course of action training here, if at all?
Actually, this incident is an anomaly. People have talked about pirates for a few years, and it has affected the maritime community greatly. And as I said, 200 mariners or more are currently being held. But it is a very small percentage of worldwide shipping. The sea's a dangerous place. Pirates just one of the many dangers. Our 4-year curriculum here tries to educate you and prepare you to keep you from danger, but it doesn't always work. I think that our students are very cognizant of that. We make sure that they are both forearmed and prepared, ready to go. It's nevertheless, you're never going to be able to remove the danger from going to sea.
Admiral, what are your thoughts on the deterrent value of this operation? Do you think that in the future now, hopefully these culprits will think twice?
I don't think that this will have any deterrent value at all to the Somalis. They're desperate people that have a business model that works for them. You buy lottery tickets and you lose most of the time, but you still buy them. You still might have $1 million winner. That's the way they're going to look at it. We've got to figure out a way in an international community to, in my opinion, arm the crews, increase the number of warships that are there on scene, reduce the ability of the Somalis to have ships anchored off the coast in a safe haven and be unable to get at them. Those are the areas that perpetuate this pirate menace. We faced this the turn of the 17th century, 18th century with President Jefferson, a new country. And there was an Englishman who had a quote then that said, it is easier to go after the wasp's nest than to try to swat individual wasps.
That would imply an operation on the mainland against...
I think the international community needs to seriously look at that.
Can you comment at all on reports that 3 of the pirates were killed?
I can't. I've just heard what I heard on the news like you. If I were guessing, I'd say that one pirate was aboard the vessel negotiating with the American Navy. Sharpshooters saw an opportunity where the captain was separated from the 3 remaining captives, and they probably took him out. Pure supposition on my part, just connecting dots that may or may not be there.
Admiral, can you discuss the importance of proper training and how you feel it may have assured the outcome of this situation?
The only way you're going to be able to ply the oceans and make a living there is if you are properly trained. It's a dangerous environment. This academy, all of the maritime academies around the country, there are 6 state maritime academies and the Federal Maritime Academy at Kings Point, New York. All of us are focused on safety. We're focused on the professional nature of what we do. We ensure that our graduates go into that field absolutely trained to be the captains that Captain Phillips certainly was.
So, BK, after a week of tension...
It doesn't get better than this. It doesn't get better than this. This is exactly the way we wanted it to end, with the crew safe, with the cargo safe, and with the ship safe. Thank you all very much for coming. Thanks for coming to Massachusetts Maritime Academy.